pro day yesterday, Bryce Young, and if you wanted to have at least a decision to make, I think Carolina has that now. By all accounts, Bryce Young put on a great display. It still comes back to, and I was told by a scout this morning, I don't care how tall he is or isn't. I care how big he is. And he didn't want to get weighed. He refused to get weighed yesterday, which I found interesting because I think he's going to be playing at maybe a $190 to start his career. Now, he was, 204 at the combine, but you can load up to get to 204. I think that these teams have to realize that Bryce Young he's always going to be 5'10", and he's probably going to be, 190. He's not built the way Russell Wilson is. He's not built the way Kyler Murray is. They're built with football and baseball bodies. Bryce Young is slight, but what they love about him is his sense of anticipation. He's very bright, and now this is from the scout. He releases up high, which is obviously great. But he might be a Doug Flutie type because Flutie came along at the wrong time. He did win the Heisman, but Doug Flutie in today's college football or NFL landscape would be highly thought of. He was just a great athlete playing quarterback. But we got caught up in how tall he was or wasn't. And Flutie never really got a great chance to play. Bryce Young is going to get a chance, and he's going to go in the top 5. But C.J. Stroud still feels like he's the guy because if you're going to check the boxes, C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young do sort of the same things. Maybe Bryce is a better athlete, but C.J. Stroud, as the scout said, I watched him, but I also watched the game against Georgia. And I'll take more out of what they're trying to do is he had a lot of time in the pocket. Okay, when he doesn't have time in the pocket, how good is he? And the same, they're doing that with Bryce Young. Because if you have a clean pocket and you're in college, you're going to complete 60% of your passes. And you're going to have those wide receivers at those schools. It'd be difficult to not put up great numbers. What they want to see is when there's adversity. What do you do? Pocket collapses. Do you stay in there? Do you take a hit? Can you run? Can you extend? All of these things that they factor in, not only with what they see at a pro day, but, even the scout said, I don't get anything out of a pro day. I mean, I do get to see him in person, but, I saw him at the combine. You look at Bryce Young, and they're going to single out the Texas game because that's where you saw somebody drag a team to a victory on the road, and there was adversity there. That's what they're looking for, at least the scout that I spoke to this morning. We exchanged text messages because I said, Bryce Young, ? And he said, he's what we expect him to be. He's very accurate. He's smart. And the anticipation is really important because that's where you throw somebody open. In college, you're open. In the NFL, you throw players open. And there's a big, big difference in that.